is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today we're discussing Dragon Ball Super Episode 70, and I gotta say, I have not had this much fun to laugh this much in Dragon Ball Super pretty much the entire series. Up until this point, I thought, in my opinion, keywords, my opinion, phrase, the funniest moment that has happened in the series so far, in Dragon Ball Super that is, was initially in very early beginning of the series when they had the whole Hercule and Goku thing, where they were fighting in the square, and then he saw Chi-Chi, and he was like, Hercule, punch me, and it's like, oh no, I gotta fly away, and then like he grabbed the tractor and like flew away. That scene to me was the most funniest thing that happened in Dragon Ball Super at all over the course of these last 70 episodes. But I gotta say, episode 70 has easily moved amongst my favorites just because it was so freaking funny and so many freaking Easter eggs in the episode that it's made it so truly enjoyable. For starters, number one, we have the return of the Universe 6 cast. Not everybody, obviously. Specifically, it was Champa Vados, Kabe, Magetta, Botamo, and Frost and Hit obviously weren't there for reasons. Frost, I'll get to, not Frost, Hit, I'll get into a couple seconds. Frost, we have no idea where he's at. In fact, I feel like this is kind of a foreshadow for the future that we probably won't even see Frost in the Universe 6 team anymore due to how that relationship, I guess, ended. Plus, on top of that, we saw that Hit knocked him out. And for all we know, Hit probably turned him in for some kind of reward or something, I don't really know. But I feel like in the future of the series, it's just going to be Universe 6 featuring Kabe, Botamo, Magetta, and then somebody else, probably including him for a tournament, but that's also kind of a weird explanation that I'll get in a couple seconds. The return of the team overall, Universe 6 team, is what made this episode so exciting because I love the interaction that Champa and Vados have for starters because they're really good chemistry as characters, and of course the interaction between Beerus and Champa, the whole brotherly love, but with the God Destruction twist. That's what makes these characters so freaking exciting, and that's the one thing that I really loved of the Universe 6 tournament arc. Now, as far as what happens in the episode, the reason why this is so freaking enjoyable and funny is because they turned Yamcha into the punching bag the entire freaking time. Like, first of all, here's Yamcha. He even said, this is the one thing I'm good at. Yamcha shows up and he's playing baseball with everybody. He's a team captain. And he's just getting beat up the whole time. We see him get hit by Vegeta with a pitch. Then we see him get tagged by Champa when he's trying to steal base. And the ironic part is that when he actually, when the whole first round is done, he wins it for everybody. Yamcha's failures lead him to winning. On top of that, we see him in the infamous pose that we saw when the Cybermen blew him up in the Dragon Ball Z Saiyan Saga in the early days. And like I said, there's a lot of Easter eggs in this episode, which is made it so enjoyable. So basically what happens is Champa wants to challenge, and I have a question about this actually, which I'll talk about in a couple seconds. Champa wants to challenge Beerus to a game, and they choose baseball. But the real reason why he wanted that challenge in the first place is because he wanted an excuse so he can go to Universe 7's Earth and get delicious food. He honestly does not even care about the game itself. He just wants to go there so he can get food, which the question I want to ask is, if he has an Earth that was obviously restored with the Super Dragon Balls in the Universe 6 tournament arc, why is he going to Universe 7's Earth? Like, what's so, like, is the food not as good in Universe 6? Because we do know everything between Universe 6 and 7 are kind of polar opposites. Like, the Saiyans are really good people in Universe 6. Frieza Frost was technically a good guy. He just, you know, a businessman, a scumbag in the background, but he was technically still doing good in a way. Whereas Frieza in Universe 7 was mostly evil, Saiyans are evil. It's kind of like a yin and yang. So I'm starting to think maybe even though he did get Earth, and this is just a pure theory, there's no there's no facts at all supporting this. It's just my own theory. I feel like because of how everything is the opposite between 6 and 7, that even though he does have an Earth in Universe 6, the food isn't quite as good. So, and of course, that's the only reason why they even started that fight in the first place in the Universe 6 tournament arc, is because Champa wanted Earth. So anyways, he wants to go to Earth and wants to challenge Beerus to a game, and then just choose baseball, which the funny part is no one knows how to play at all. You would think that even someone as smart as Gohan, granted, I mean, he is kind of a nerd, a book nerd, who probably doesn't know anything about sports. I mean, I'm a nerd. I don't know much about sports. I rarely watch anything. The only thing I really watch as far as sports is I watch the World Cup every 4 years because I grew up in Germany. So soccer is inside my blood. But I don't watch it daily. I don't watch it annually. I just watch it for the World Cup. But when it comes down to, like, at least knowing the basics of baseball, I know how it works. And the fact that Gohan even doesn't know how it works is what made it so funny. So the cool thing that I like, though, is like the entire episode is the guys just trying to figure out, oh, this is how you play, this is how you play. At some moment, we see Vegeta goes, you know what, I gotta figure it out. And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking, okay, this is Vegeta being the master strategy that he is, figuring out how to win. And this is gonna be Vegeta's moment right now to kind of like succeed in this episode. But in reality, all he did is he tagged freaking Yamcha in the side with the ball, which again was hilarious because Yamcha was a punching bag the entire time. Also, I find it funny that Yamcha's all like, "This is gonna be my moment. I'm not gonna let you be the main character today." And it's like, the main character? Come on, Vegeta hasn't played main character in Dragon Ball in a very, very long time. Just a joke, Vegeta fans. It's just a joke. Leave me alone. Yeah. But ultimately, this ends up ending with we get a fight between Champa and Beerus, and during that fight, Yamcha sees this as an opportunity to steal home, and that's how they end up winning. Because as Beerus and Champa start fighting, and you know how it is, God's destruction are not allowed to fight. It's taboo to fight. It can destroy a universe. As they start fighting, as it starts getting really, really intense, which again, I love the brotherly love and connection that Champa and Beerus have, which is what makes those characters so exciting when they're put together. As they start fighting, Vados and Whis have to step in and call the fight, and they cancel the game. However, because Champa, or because Yamcha, not Champa, because Yamcha had stolen home base, they were walking off with the victory because they had the point. Like, they weren't like saying the game's done. It's just, at this point, we're throwing the game is done. And because Yamcha had just literally stolen home, they won! That's how they ended up winning. Like, I have not laughed this much during a Dragon Ball episode in a very, very long time. And like I said before, normally in these filler in-between arc episodes, they're kind of up and down. Sometimes you can get good episodes like last week and this week. Other times we'll get the Potafu arc stuff with the purple water, which I thought was just a complete waste of time. This is what I want to see for the filler in-between stuff. Again, I don't want to say the word filler because it's not necessarily filler. It's just the filler in-between arc is how we're describing this. But overall, it was very, very enjoyable, and I gotta say, I want to see more of that. Now, the only question I have is now, we saw the next episode preview, Hit is coming back. And I want to know, are we going to get Champa as well as Universe 6 characters as well? Or is it just going to be a Hit thing? Because, like, I partially believe this next arc is going more about the assassination of Goku as opposed to just bringing back the whole Universe 6 staff. Because what I saw as an opportunity, a big potential in this next arc is it would be so freaking cool that if they bring Kabe back as well, and it's kind of like a team thing. Like, they're trying to figure out what's going on, who ordered the hit, and you got Kabe, Vegeta, you know, Gohan, they're everybody kind of teaming together to figure out what happened. And I'm hoping that actually does happen, and it's not just a small ball tease where they bring back Universe 6 cast just for an episode and then that's it. So overall, what do you think about that and the episode as well? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now to get into the very exciting stuff. So Hit is coming back. First and foremost, I gotta say, I've seen this episode titled weeks ago. The episode is obviously titled The Death of Goku, an assassination attempt that must be made, or something like that. I don't remember off the top of the head. But the keywords were death to Goku. Now, knowing Toei and Dragon Ball in the past, they always like to make these titles that might seem like one thing, but they're another thing. So a big example is when I first saw this, I assumed, well, maybe death to Goku just means, oh, they're just going to, they want to kill him, but they're not actually succeed. However, the thing that was really interesting is the fact that in the next episode preview, you see Goku is being stalked by Hit. He can't sense his energy. This is what Hit does best. He's an assassin. Now, I know what we saw in the tournament was a different version of Hit. Hit is an assassin. He works undercover, he works fast, he comes in, kills, he's done. That's it. He's not a fighter. He's a killer, and that's what he does best. And apparently, he's been hired to take out Goku, as I said in my leaked videos a couple weeks ago, and he succeeds from the looks of it. Even Goku in the next episode preview's voice says, I'm sorry guys, but I die next episode, which is kind of weird. Now, we all know that death in Dragon Ball is a joke. No one truly actually dies in Dragon Ball. If they die, call the Dragon Balls. Get the Dragon Balls, call the dragon, you're good. Even though Goku has been revived several times, I'm sure they can get the Super Dragon Balls, so there's some kind of rule or something that will allow Goku to come back. Well, for all we know, because he hasn't participated in this tournament, he gets like a rule-free wish to come back or something. I don't really know. Overall, Goku is going to come back at some point if he does indeed die. However, in the next episode preview, we did see that he was dead. He appeared dead. He was on the ground. Gohan finds him. We see Goten crying. Like, he seems to actually be dead. So there's so many questions. I'm so excited already at the start of this arc because you guys know Hit has become one of my favorite characters from this series so far. He's so mysterious, so much, you know, still to learn. I play with him all the time in Xenoverse, which you can see the gameplay in the background, even though it's just me playing as Yamcha losing, which I thought was pretty funny. Which, by the way, I was actually trying in this video, but I just happened to lose because Ruby's really, really good. But I figured since this video is about Yamcha and me dying, it fits. So that's why I use this gameplay for this. But overall, seeing which direction that the series is going to take with this next arc has me super stoked, and I just have so many questions. Now, I will point out that there was a small scene that seemed to show off like what seemed to be like galactic gangsters. And I remember me and Geekdom talked about this a while ago. It'd be cool if there's some kind of like mafia out there that, you know, like a galactic galactic mafia out there or something that put the hit on Goku for whatever reason. Maybe they have a stake in a future tournament and they want to make sure he's out of the picture so they can win money, or I don't know, some kind of underground gambling, whatever it is. But it does seem that they are a mafia. At least my speculation and theory. Don't go around saying that this is confirmed. It's just my theory based off of this. In fact, if you have your own theories, I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Please let us know your thoughts on what you think is going on with his next arc, put the head out and whatever. But overall, I'm excited to see Hit without any boundaries. Because again, the one problem that Hit ran into in the Universe 6 tournament arc was the fact that he was not allowed to kill. It's like, having him as a fighter doesn't make sense. I mean, he's a great fighter. He can knock you out really, really easily. But he was so held back. And again, he's not a fighter. And now the fact that we have Goku versus Hit, full on fighting. This is what I want to see, and I'm so glad the series is finally taking us there. Because if Goku doesn't need to go down to Hit, then I was right! All the debates that we've been doing for the past couple months, I can finally say yes. Even though Goku is so powerful and crazy, no matter how crazy strong he gets, all it takes is to get that right shot, the right hit, no pun intended, and he can even go down. I mean, we saw him go down to freaking Ray Gun in the Resurrection F arc, so overall, I'm excited. Now, if you're just as excited as I am for his next arc, feel free to leave your thoughts down below, as well as a like rating, whatever. Let's really pump up this energy of awesomeness that Dragon Ball Super has become. And I just want to see what happens next week. I'm counting down already. 7 days left. Well, technically 6 days from the point of you guys watching this video. Or maybe you might be watching this the Friday before. I don't know. Whenever you watch this, we're getting there. We're almost there. I'm so excited. So in the comment section below, what I want to hear from you guys is 2 specific things. Number 1, I want to know your thoughts overall on the baseball episode. If you want to see more, what kind of goofy stuff do you want to see the Z Warriors and everybody else do in the future? Whether it's something as goofy as playing sports or like going out to a movie or something. I don't know, something goofy. Let me know your goofiest setting you want to put these characters in the same situation like this. And 2, your overall predictions and thoughts of what's going to happen next week when Hit comes back and allegedly takes out Goku. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. My name is Rhymestyle, and I will see all y'all Super Sandwiches below. Peace.